Well, good morning. It's telling me again that there's no audio, but that's not. Oh, wait a minute. I hope I didn't push the wrong button. No, it's still recording. One time I pushed the wrong button and actually shut the camera down. And I thought I didn't realize I had shut it down, and I kept on recording or kept on talking. And when I got to the end, I had a video that was only a few seconds long uh, because of the mix-up. Anyway, the title for the video today is Falling for Every Scam. A comment on my last video indicated that I fall for every scam that comes along. I immediately checked to see if this individual is another one of the antagonists who create a channel just to attack me. That was not the case. Okay, so I fall for all these things that offer hope of a better world. It's not about money for me, though, and it never was. Yet that is not what I'm about. Wait a minute. Yeah, oh, wait a minute. It never was. Yes, I still have monetary needs that are real in my world. Yet that is not what I'm about. Money is a slavery device. I'm not looking for easy money, as the writer claimed. I'm looking for freedom from the money scam that has enslaved humanity for a very long time, especially in the 20th century. I will continue to look for solutions that will free us, but one thing I have decided: I will no longer put all my hopes in one group or person. And it's interesting. I would have made this video, I would have started this video almost an hour ago when I first came to the computer. But I looked at YouTube, and especially at that particular comment that uh, he made, which reads this way: Poor Ron. He will not admit that he falls for every scam that comes along, like the OPPT, NASARA, the QEG, whatever the hell that is. I have no idea what that is. Kesh or Quiche Foundation, the Dragon Family, the Fake Ambassador, Swiss Indo, the Weir Bank, and the Dinar RV, etc. Most people have woken up to the above scams, but there are enough people that are gullible enough to fall for every scam like the above that comes along. They are just looking for easy money. Well, this guy has no clue, or gal, I don't know. WILF 609 is the handle. I don't know who that individual is, but they've had a YouTube channel since 2011. So it's not some new person that just was added himself to harass me, some fake ID. But there's 15 responses to that. 15. And I think when I went to bed last night, only mine. It was only my response that I was going to respond to this in a video, which is what I'm doing. But since then, 14 more responses have come in, and I took time to read them, and some of them are pretty long. And I'm not going to take time to go over those today, but I want to address this issue that this individual, whoever he is, this will address me as Poor Ron. I'm not Poor Ron. I have values that I have believed in my entire life. I have felt my entire life that I'm on a mission from God, and I'm here to bring about the kingdom of heaven on earth, and to stop the lies, stop the scams, stop the bullshit of our existing governments, of our existing monetary system, of our existing uh, education system, our existing religions, our existing system, which is a scam. That's the scam. I'm not trying to scam you. There have been a lot of people that have come along that have tried to undo the scam and try to set the record straight and try to get things online. Uh, things like the OPPT, the One People's Public Trust. I still believe in the One People's Public Trust. I don't understand all of Heather's verbiage because she speaks in such flowery language that it's hard to understand. She doesn't just speak down to earth, but she's got a good heart, and that shows in the OPPT documents that she wrote and that she put forth. And there were a lot of good people in the OPPT. It's something that whose time maybe hasn't come yet, but the foundation for it is there to change things. Same with Nasara. Again, I don't know what QEG is. I have no clue. The Kesh things, I haven't investigated them enough. Some people say it's real, some people say it's not real. I want to see for myself. I haven't gotten behind Kesh or the Quiche Foundation, or however you pronounce that word. I haven't gotten behind that. I'm still on the fence deciding which way I want to go. I'd like to see free energy. I'd like to have my house on the system that I don't need to have an electric bill anymore. That I don't have to deal with the electric company. I'd love that. The Dragon family, I'm not going to speak about the Dragon family. The ambassador, it says the fake ambassador, I believed in the ambassador for a year and a half. I communicated with him daily, along many days, some days once, twice, 3 times in the same day, communicating with him. I considered him a friend. To me, he showed himself to be a friend. When I went into the hospital, he called my family. He stayed in touch with me. He reached out to me. And I consider that a sign of friendship. That's what he was doing. But then he recently, after my birthday, when I started pressuring him because of my car breaking down and started pressuring him for money, he turned on me and all of a sudden called me a liar and said I was accused on his program of extortion. Give me a break. He promised me $5,000 a long time ago. Not this year. Last year, he promised me $5,000. Did I talk about it all the time? No, I didn't. There was no pressing need. But in October this year, when my car broke down, there was a pressing need. Then when they threatened to take my house on November 30th or December 1st, the hearing is November 30th, that put a lot of pressure on me. I needed finances, and I'm still working on hiring an attorney to handle that situation so that I don't end up homeless in the month of December or any other month for that matter. This home never had a mortgage on it. And everything that the bank, the PNC Bank, and any attorney representing them is doing is fraud. The first lawsuit that went on for like 8 years before it was settled in bankruptcy court, that lawsuit ended with an agreement that my home was not to be touched. PNC Bank claims that they have nothing to do with the attorney that's representing them, but it's on the paperwork that it's PNC Bank, and they're trying to take my home again, but it never had a mortgage on it. It's fraud. It's fraud by the banks. If they made a mistake, they made a mistake, but they promised in the previous settlement that they would not come against my house. My house was not to be violated. So there's lots of fraud going on and lots of scams going on. The biggest scam is the one by the governments. That's the biggest scam of all. And this person probably doesn't even consider that a scam. I don't know. I don't know who this person is. So I can't speak for him or her or them. I can't speak for that. But I do know that some of these other things that they're talking about, Swiss Indo, I didn't agree. I didn't agree that Mr. Sugi was the king of kings. I mean, that's insane to me. We don't need a king of kings. We each need to recognize our own divinity, our own royalty, if you will. We each need to recognize that. We're all kings and queens, sons and daughters of the living God. All of us. But we forgot, and there are people that are operating scams. And I don't know, a Weir Bank, again, that's another thing that I'm investigating. I don't know. The dinar, I never got involved with the dinar RV. Never. The ambassador did. Many people have. I know lots of people that got involved and invested lots of money in that. Is it a scam? I don't know. I don't honestly know, but I never was pulled into it, even though I have many friends that did invest in the RV. I know they did. I mean, they're my friends, personal friends, and people on the internet that I know. I never got involved. I was not involved in that because I'm not about money. It's not about money to me. Money is a temporary tool to be used in a culture that is insane. And any monetary culture, any culture based on money is insane to me, to my way of thinking. I look for the day to come, hopefully in my lifetime, when we don't use money anymore, but we're not there yet. In the interim, the money is simply a bridge to help us accomplish what needs to be accomplished to turn the world around the way that it's supposed to be, liberating every human being who lives honestly and lives truthfully and lives in integrity to who we were created to be. Not the lie that we were remade in a different image, but the image of the living God who created us at the very beginning. And Anastasia tells that story. I mean, the chapter that I read last night, and I'm going to make my next video will probably be about that, unless I do an interview with someone. It will be about that chapter. But this is a lady who, thank God, connected with reality. And she's changing. She is changing reality. And those that see that vision are changing reality from the inside of each of us out. Anyway, I see I've gone over, way over my 10-minute limit. And I don't do that very often. But this needed to be addressed. I don't fall for the scams, not at all. I look for the liberation of humanity. If liberating humanity is a scam, then I have fallen for a scam. But I don't believe it is, and I will stick to that as long as I have breath in my body. I will stick to that because I want to see my brothers and sisters set free. And on that note, I close this video. Thank you very, very much for listening, and namaste.